We've got the reason for that bizarre Cody Rhodes Money in the Bank promo. An ex-WWE star has been pulled from WWE 2K22's upcoming DLC, and the Clash at the Castle main event plans, well, we're going to reveal them. So, that weird Money in the Bank commercial, let's talk about it. Cody Rhodes said that the winner of the Money in the Bank briefcase gets a shot at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Not that you get a shot whenever you fancy it over the following 365 days. We've got an update from Meltzer here. He says, what we were told is that the promo for Rhodes to cut in the commercial was written by somebody in production and sent to Vince McMahon for final approval. Vince was the one who added the line about the winner getting a shot at Mania. Why he wrote it, nobody has any idea. The only reasons that Dave can come up with are either that he forgot what Money in the Bank was, which he said isn't likely, or that he basically wanted to sell some more tickets, make it seem like a bigger deal going forward, which is probably what it was. Yes. But it's a bizarre thing to do. I personally think that they are going to stretch it out to WrestleMania. Yeah. I think it could quite possibly, if they haven't got The Rock, I think we could see Cody versus Roman,
I think that
with
sounds
Cody
really good.
cashing in like ahead of time, saying I'm doing it at WrestleMania. And it was a bizarre promo. Nobody could figure it out. But apparently that's not the concrete plan, right? Is that it is going to be 365 days, but it might just so happen that whoever wins it cashes in at WrestleMania.
Well, that could have potentially been the idea, right? That whoever wins the Money in the Bank will cash in at WrestleMania, rather than you have to cash in at WrestleMania.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right? Yeah, so maybe there's something.
Was this like a mind fart on Vince's?
Perhaps.
Maybe.
So that could
but the fact is, they reran the commercial a few times.
They did,
played it a few times. So something's confusing, but the reason for that promo is Vince McMahon.
He forgot.
Yeah. An update next on Clash at the Castle. Tickets are starting to sell pretty smoothly. They've released a load more cheaper seats. Yeah. Apparently, the reason that the tickets were so expensive at the beginning was because they hadn't released a bunch of cheap ones. So everyone was panicking, thinking, "Oh God, they started 200 quid." And they don't. I think they're starting at 40 quid. But anyway, tickets are on sale now for that. If you want to get some, you can go to cultaholic.com/clash. According to Meltzer, once again, the plan for the show as of right now is, and I think a lot of us were expecting this, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre as the main event. It's in Britain.
Yes.
And Drew McIntyre is from Britain.
Correct.
He might contest that.
Yes.
He's from Scotland. And it's taking place in Wales. But he's a hometown hero. They're just down the road from one another. Anyway, but if Tyson Fury is a part of the show, it would change to him against McIntyre. I mean, if Tyson Fury is going to be a part of it, and he's been teasing both SummerSlam and this.
Yes.
Drew McIntyre is the man who has been bigging up the match with him.
Well, they've been on social media so many times, haven't they?
Yeah,
just like taking digs at each other and stuff.
So, who faces Roman at that point?
That's the thing. Well, I mean, I guess not the problem necessarily, but you have this big UK pay-per-view, the first one that we've had in many, many, many years, and then the hometown hero doesn't win that huge monumental sort of thing.
Yeah.
Would that feel a bit lackluster? Or I guess we've seen many times, hometown heroes not win the belt. That's kind of like a part of it as well, isn't it? But
it's probably safer to do the Tyson Fury match.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Rather than have Drew lose. I don't want Drew to beat Roman. I want someone new to do it. I want Cody to do it.
Yeah, me too.
That's what my heart's set on. It would be a great big moment, huge pop if he did it. I think it's a waste of Roman's incredible reign.
Yeah. Oh, I like when you did it.
Yeah,
that was good.
Thank you. That was on purpose. So that's not what I want to see. So I think the timing's wrong for it. But yeah, do you want to have him lose in the UK in the main event? Probably not. Bit of a problem. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Next up, an ex-WWE star, Nash Carter, has been removed from the upcoming DLC for WWE 2K22. There was a statement issued yesterday. With 2K's commitment to providing the most authentic representation of the WWE universe, the stand backpack has been updated to reflect the current WWE roster, which I assume means they're going to pull half of the roster off because half of them aren't there. By the
know,
time it was
already.
released, half of them were bloody gone anyway.
They've
not
only
very
just started to
realistic.
put people in there now, haven't they?
Yeah, it's because of the controversial photo that was was shared around, obviously. WWE 2K22 DLC packs provide the community with engaging and valuable content post-launch to ensure there's always something new to discover in the ring. To deliver on that promise, the new update to the Stand backpack now includes Booker T Evo and Seth Rollins Emerald My Faction cards as a bonus. In addition to the originally announced names for this pack. So Wesley's still in there.
Yeah.
That's what 2K have said. So instead of getting a playable character, you're getting some virtual cards.
Cards. Yay. The game that I don't play on the game.
Yeah, I'm not giving it a go. It's just a way to shoe in-app purchases, right?
Yes, I think so. It's like, I think FIFA has a similar thing as well. Don't quote me on that. But I say
the Dream Player where they all emerge.
Yeah,
I watched some of those videos. I don't follow football. I don't know anything about it, but I find those captivating. It's like waiting to unravel a Kinder Egg or something like that.
Pokemon cards and stuff.
Right?
Yeah,
it's bloody great, isn't it? And I don't know who Diego Maradona is. It's the only football I could think
I thought
of.
you made him up then. I was like, oh, that's good.
No, when they pop on the screen, I'm always like, yes, you got it. If they're excited, I'm excited. I might give it a go, I might give it a go, especially with the promise of the Seth Rollins Emerald My Faction card. Oh, and the other one, Booker T Evo, whatever that means. And finally, Ric Flair has addressed some of the criticism regarding his in-ring return. So if you missed this, Ric Flair is returning to the ring. It was originally going to be a 6-person tag match featuring FTR in Ric Flair's corner, taking on the Rock and Roll Express and Ricky Steamboat. Ricky Steamboat has pulled out. He didn't want to, and he came out and said, I don't want to tarnish my legacy. Ric Flair not so worried about that. Speaking on the To Be a Man podcast, he has made assurances that he is in good health and he's ready to go. For the 30% of people who are worried about me getting in the ring and wrestling again, first of all, I assure you that I've been in the ring a lot more than I've shown on social media. I'm in better shape now than I was. Better shape now because I train with Rob, John Cena's personal trainer. Go on, Rob. Than I've ever been in all my life in terms of cardio. Wow. All my life.
In terms of cardio as well. That is ridiculous. Like, even at his prime, he's better than he was at his prime.
It's nothing compared to 73-year-old Ric Flair. Nothing. I'm not sure if I believe it, personally. He continues saying, I've never been a cosmetic wonder boy. Don't know what that means. So I'm going to wear a shirt. It's like me in a swimming pool. But I can assure you that in 2.5 months, I will put on a clinic of what real wrestling should be about.
So he's going to be swantoning 450 splashing.
Nah, he's getting the bloody weed whacker out.
Oh, he is. Climbing up the scaffolds and everything.
Take that, Ricky Morton. Right, I've been maybe a bit unfair about this because, like, I got excited about Steamboat coming back and I didn't feel the same way about Flair. For me, part of that is because Flair really did in WWE have the perfect send-off.
Yeah.
That's already tarnished with the Impact stuff that he did. If he wants to come back and do one more, it hopefully doesn't hurt anyone. I think the only person that is going to be hurt is potentially Ric Flair here. Just let him crack on. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't.
I think that's it. I think there's been so many times where he's kind of like, okay, this is it, and then he comes back again and this and that. I'm hoping, like, if this is a way for him to close it out on his own sort of terms, then so be it. Just let him have fun again. After multiple times.
That's the issue, isn't it? He said he's not doing it for the money. He was talking about like how he makes enough money from Cameo to sustain his lifestyle for the rest of his life, which is pretty good going. I think he's like $500 or something like that.
Wow.
On there, he's not cheap, but he's getting enough of those requests to do it. Let him crack on with it. He is, one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time. Personally, I don't want to see it, but you do you. Anyway, that is it from us. Thank you very, very much for watching. Appreciate it. We've got loads coming up over the weekend. Some lists, a lovely little piece to camera thing from Tom about possible AEW to WWE defection. So keep an eye for that on Sunday afternoon. And then next week, this lovely boy, has got lovely boy. It's a bit weird, wasn't it? I'll stop touching you now.
Thanks.
Has got his first solo piece to camera thing himself. So keep an eye out for that as well. You excited?
I'm excited and nervous, but yeah,
it's good. I've watched it. I get to see it all before it goes live. I know it's very good. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Join Sam and Fraser for tomorrow's news. Take care. All the best. Goodbye. Woo. Cut the woo. Actually, I don't want the woo in there.